Part of the money.
What do you? I was about to say. What do you mean they're not a part of it though? What do you mean?
They're the whole crowd.
They shift the culture.
They buy them tickets.
Do they shift the culture?
No.
But they. What do you define as shift the culture?
Yeah. What are you trying to
do? They dictate on what we do and how we maneuver in the market? Should they have that power?
I need you to be more specific though.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey. Oh my.
Fellas, No Label the Pod.
Yeah.
Episode 21.
Yeah.
21, Dave. Am I correct?
2-1.
I don't know when the next time you guys are going to be able to see Dave's face, but you know, soon as this corona shit clear up, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of liking it. I got a lot of good feedback. Like, personally, people were like, yo, I like the mask.
You have great eyes.
I was like, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to keep it going.
Shit, I'm about to put one on. Boys need a cut bad, man.
Bad.
See, I got the Dewey on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I know a guy who knows a guy.
Nah, I'm going to hit him up. No funny shit probably this week.
You think
my boy Ty Step?
Yeah. He does at home.
No, I'm gonna pull up. I've been waiting on my facial hair. I'm trying to get it to grow in some more.
There is quarantine prices, just so you know. But
I mean,
he's saying he's gonna crack.
I haven't paid for a haircut in 2 months, so as long as he ain't hair cracking,
I think that's what he's getting at.
If he hair cracking, I can go without much longer.
That's all I'm saying.
What y'all boys been up to, man? How's your week been?
Man.
Doing a lot of like errand runs and cleaning the house. Just getting a lot of things done, to say the least. Reading, listening to music, obviously. Catching up on different interviews and, shows, docs, whatever, any and everything.
Just enjoying free time.
Yeah, taking advantage of it. In short.
Hell yeah.
For sure. How about y'all?
I took a little trip, Took a trip.
In these times? Where are you?
Literally.
Where you go?
In my living room, but I was holding it down.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So how was your trip, bro?
That shit was lit, dog. Everybody should try some shrooms, man. Should we endorse it? I'd be a responsible person and say, like, don't do it, but do it.
I mean,
you didn't say delve into it. You said you think that it should be open-minded to it.
It's a lot worse out here that they're doing. So
yeah,
facts.
Yeah.
Stay away from the pills. Stay away from the pills. You know what I'm saying? Stick to earth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely.
If you're gonna do substances, for sure, stick to earth.
Yeah, that's definitely. I feel like that's something everybody should try at least once. That shit.
You got to know who to get the right shrooms from, though.
This is true.
Thinking somebody could be fucking with them joints and you gon'
gotta learn
have
how to
a
grow
bad
your own.
trip.
Bad reaction.
Yeah, gotta learn how to grow your own joints. So.
On your Money Man. Yo, I watched the Money Man interview this past week, bro.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Who was it with?
I forgot their names, but the two dudes from Atlanta.
Yeah, DJ Scream and some other dude. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's different, bro. He grows all of his own fruit, all of his own vegetables, all of his own weed.
Dang.
Like, he's self-efficient like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. That's tough.
So this quarantine, it's not affecting him at all.
Nothing.
That's lit.
Yeah, dog, he's dope. He's just a dope human.
Which I've always been bumping. I think it's been a pretty loaded weekend.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
I wouldn't say loaded, but
yeah.
it was a couple projects.
Like Nelson said, though, like over time, it's been so much music that has dropped that it's like you got to sit with a lot of it. Mm-hmm. So I've been revisiting a lot of different projects that came out as of recent and like within years past too.
Definitely. I played a lot of throwbacks.
Yeah.
What's one thing I saw interesting too was like streaming numbers were down.
Yeah,
streaming numbers were down like 20%. And it's
didn't they kind of say it was kind of declining, even starting like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago? Like it kind of saw the numbers dropping then.
Yeah, since quarantine.
But now it's like
since quarantine, like streaming numbers have been dropping. It makes sense. Like people like normally like listen to stuff on their commute.
Right.
It's like people like to listen to music when they're going out.
Right.
And it's like you're not gonna be playing I don't say Uzi in the house all day, every day.
Yeah, nah.
Sunday you gotta throw in the Badu for the cleanup.
Right.
You gotta
give your brain some balance.
Yeah. And plus, you want to look in your classics of the music you really, really love. Like, you're not trying to listen to new music in your living room.
Right. I mean,
I think, just like you, people are doing other shit besides music.
Right.
Watching stuff.
Right.
Probably reading, hopefully.
Yeah. So delving into their own crafts and with their own passions, you know.
We're picking up hobbies and shit. Like, it's so much time and so much time on our hands. We can do whatever for real.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
For sure.
Hell yeah, I've been like trying to learn how to do a lot of like financial stuff from home. It's like,
what type of financial stuff?
Fucking trading cryptocurrencies, trading stocks, forex, foreign exchange. Like
forex. Y'all boys seen that other scheme that everybody been doing, the Cash App joint?
That $100.
Yeah, $100 get 800.
Like 800 back. That's some crazy. Jalen texted me about that too.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it at all. Jalen was asking me about it.
Bro, I've been seeing that shit for the past 3 days.
Yeah.
Like literally every person's story I click on, they have one of those on there.
Oh shit.
I guess it's not a hoax, but
what it had to do with that stimulus joint?
Yeah.
Stuff?
I mean, kind of people like, yo, use some of your stimulus check money, flip it,
Right.
But it's mad New York City people that I've seen it on too, like whose stories.
Yeah, they be getting to it. They don't waste no time. Like,
and the first person that introduced it to me in the group chat was a New York City dude. So
that's one thing I kudos to them. They find a way to make it work.
And we was all like, yo, hit me back if the joint work. Never hit us back. So I don't know, man. I don't know if it's a hoax.
Yeah, that's one thing I was saying too. This quarantine is like a scammer's dream, bro. You in the house, all day chilling, ain't got nothing to do.
New scam.
Shit.
But now if they try and get out and crack cars, though, it's gonna be hot. Like, it depends on what type of scammer you are, though.
You just gotta be good at if you good at what you do. That's how I'm looking.
Not if you. Because if you like one of them scammers that you're gonna use the cards, and then we're not gonna get into detail, but you use the cards, you go get some TVs from Walmart and shit, bro. That's a stupid one. I feel like that's dumb. You need to be ordering your shit online or something. Everybody do that. Everybody don't do that though. Even the gift cards, bro. I'm just saying, like, if you're one of those scammers that are going in store to make purchases, it's not a good time.
Oh yeah, no.
It's not a good time.
But you on a low level, you get it. That's how they get the little niggas to come in. Like, no, you go run and do this for me, and do this 20 times and I'll teach you a method or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do all this stupid shit for me so you can get caught and I don't.
Literally.
That's basically what it is.
Literally.
So you can get caught and I don't.
Verbatim.
But so y'all want to get right into the album of the weekend, man? Potential album of the year?
Album of the year.
How about to say
Potential?
I'm calling it.
Pray for Paris?
Calling it.
Mr. Westside himself?
So far, yeah, to me. So far.
Westside, but I'm from the East. That shit, yeah.
So what y'all... So, Pray for Paris, Westside Gunn, Buffalo native, as we all know.
Yes.
Virgil Abloh, cover art.
Yes.
Doing heavy. Hold on. So is Paris where they like all met? Was that where a fashion show or something was? I'm not too.
Well, they was gonna have a whole rollout in Paris. They was gonna do videos in Paris. There was gonna be mad stuff in Paris, but this quarantine stopped all that. So
yeah, man, I don't know. It's such a like a dope moment in hip hop. I feel like that's what makes this so crazy, because like everybody was saying like, yo, this is a moment. Like, you got the biggest black fashion designer, and then you got like one of the hardest group in hip hop right now, been on a crazy run, and then like inspired by New York Fashion Week. That's where like one of the last like big moments where Pop Smoke kind of like, when people was like, oh, he's for real, like when they saw him at New York Fashion, like at Fashion Week, or Paris Fashion Week, excuse me.
Yeah, he was with Virgil, all them boys.
Yeah, bro. It's like, it captured a moment in time that was super huge for the culture. Like, that's shit.
And that cover is so, I know we still on this cover, but that cover is so hard. Like, that's one of the most like, so mesmerizing. Like, but yet so dark. He literally has a severed head.
I just got one question though. Was it like purposely done this way, where the chains look like
kind of fake?
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like
it literally looked like somebody just cut it out on a piece of paper and just like.
I know what you
mean. But I feel like they had to if it's like that type of like an oil painting.
Right. Yeah, I think they meant to do that to kind of show.
That's like canvas painting.
Yeah, so to kind of give it its respect in a sense.
Yeah, it's like putting that street shit on art. Yeah, like that. Yeah, and it's classic Westside Gunn. Like that's what I thought was so dope about it. It was like you could tell it's super like artsy inspired by like fine art, but he took it, made it a Buffalo thing, like really like
very raw.
Got Buffalo producers on there.
Oh yeah, you got
Buffalo artists on there.
Shout out to Biz.
And Camouflage Monk produced 2 of the tracks, right? I believe 327, the joint with Joey Tyler, which is probably one of the. We can talk about the best tracks later, but I think that's definitely one of the best joints.
Yeah, damn near 2 like standout. The standout tracks is him, bro.
Hold on, what was the
one right after that? I want to say it was
French Toast?
Yeah, French Toast.
Oh, yeah, that's higher. Wale? Facts. That's higher.
Yeah, Wale went out on that.
Yeah, that's the German Westside was singing.
Bro, I seen people's like, mad people like Grammy now. Like, people who don't even like really listen to music or like people who I've never seen post.
Or really listen to him.
Yeah, but just listen to him just like, girls, Grammy. Like, I'm like, oh shit. Like, yeah, this is the one. Like, I feel like this is the one, bro.
Yeah.
This is the one. I feel like this is his best project. And it's
like if you a fan of real hip hop and shit, like how can you not like it?
For real.
Hard bars over just crazy beats, like song after song.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and it's real like Buffalo shit. Like it really like and that like it sounds like Buffalo. Like you could tell it's like made in Paris, but like that shit sounds like Buffalo. Yeah, that shit is like crazy. This is dope. This is dope. Like,
did y'all see him when he was on live?
Hell yeah, Twitch.
With Elliot.
Yeah, with Elliot.
Yeah,
showing off his art collection and shit.
Yeah, I love that how he said the first one to hear the project was Hove. I love that. Yeah, he said he was the first one to hear it, and he said he loved
heard it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When he was in Wyoming, he said he played it for Ye.
Oh, that's funny.
And then he got the chance to listen to Ye's upcoming project, which he said is obviously gospel still. He said it's hard.
I believe it.
You know, even more hard from the last one.
You think he put some ad-libs on them tracks? Some Westside ad-libs on the gospel tracks?
Yeah, he said Ye was asking him to be on some shit.
What you said?
He said Ye was asking him to be on some shit.
So. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like the ad-lib. Just imagine the ad-libs on what's the song off of Jesus is King? Just name a song.
On God.
Yeah, just imagine like boom, boom, boom on like On God.
That'd be hard.
Pass the offering plate.
That'd be hard.
That would be hard.
But another thing I noticed is that like normally on Westside's projects, I just feel that the Benny and Conway tracks are always like the best ones to me. But on this one, I think that. I don't know, man. These other tracks, I like them more than those. Like, obviously the tracks are good because it's Benny Conway West. You know what you're going to get from them. Yeah. But the other features, I think, outperformed them on here.
Just because it was the first time we was hearing, like, big names.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's not.
Bro,
Westside's had on a lot of big names on a lot of his projects.
I know, but as far as Tyler, like, you wouldn't expect Tyler to be on a Westside album, like.
Yeah, Tyler. Body.
I wasn't even talking about Tyler. I was talking more so about fucking, like you said, the Wale track and then Freddie Gibbs verse, bro.
Yeah,
bro. To me, that's the verse of the album. Guest verse of the album. Yes, guest verse of the album.
I wouldn't give it to Gibbs.
Who would you give it to?
You can fuck around and give it to Tyler. You can give it to even Westside I forgot the name.
I said guest verse.
Guest verse.
Even Bodie James, bro.
Yeah, Bodie James. That joint was hard. Claiborne Kick. That's probably my favorite track off there.
Bro, the man's Gibb just went in for like a minute and a half off rip.
Yeah. Shout out Kobe too.
Yeah.
That was tough.
Facts.
Wale shouted out Buff and Steam Tasker in the track too.
Yo, Wale went crazy, bro. On this verse.
OD.
And that was a Wale track too. Like you can tell that he kind of structured that. Like, he knew that he was going to put Wale on this. There was no question about it.
He was going to be able to fit through.
I think for me, like, this album just is, like, my favorite Westside album because it's just, like, it sounded like the sound is so diverse on this one. Like, yeah, he got all like the boom bap shit like that you would expect from Griselda, but it seemed like he was just experimenting with mad shit on this. Like,
yeah.
Just like with different sounds. It's not the typical just hard shit, but he made it. Yeah. He flipped it and turned it his way, how he rap it. So.
Right.
Yeah, you can just tell he's like getting better.
Yeah.
Like, he just keeps getting better.
Facts.
It's scary. It's scary in the sense of like yo, like you've been in the game, like y'all been doing it for a while, and it's like for you to continue to like progress and like make it bigger and bigger and bigger, like with like this release and like shit that he also got coming. Like he still got the project with Madlib coming, like.
Damn.
Doing,
so
like,
yeah,
he's probably gonna take over the year.
So yeah, he said. Like, didn't he say he was trying like on one of the interviews that I don't know if it was Rap Radar or what was the other one they were on? I forget. But when they were all together, he had mentioned that he was going to be releasing like this year, in particularly, it was going to be like a year where he's going to just go off. And then after this year, he's going to be done.
Yeah,
and
he said he's going to retire.
Yeah, hand the torch like type thing to them.
We'll see though, like, cause if he do number, you get Grammy nominated or something like that, bro. They're gonna be offering him a bag to drop another album.
Yeah,
like I doubt he's gonna like be like, nah. It's just like I feel like that's one of them things. Like
he might not release as many projects every year though. He might keep it to like if he really wants to retire and really just focus on the fashion and the business aspect, then he might just like cut it down to one album a year.
Because I read the GQ,
but he'll still do like guest features and shit.
I read the GQ article with him and Virgil, and he was saying like he's focusing on designing and shit now. Like when he went out to Paris, like it inspired him to get on his design and shit. So he said he already got a few pieces. Like
about to say, yeah, we probably don't even know what type of bag he has with that coming up. I was gonna mention that he's probably got a crazy bag set up for that, to where he's like, I'll just make, I'll just go off this year.
Yo, I know they gotta have a collab coming.
They got one with New Balance.
I'm talking about Off-White and Griselda.
I mean,
Griselda Off-White collab.
Right? We already did the Virgil already did the one hoodie for him, right? The 187 shit.
Yeah.
Virgil didn't do that.
He did?
I thought he did.
The original 187, yeah?
No. He did a new one, and it has the different France writing on the back. I don't
Maybe.
Say.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. If he designed that one, I seen that though. They stuff is just hard.
Yeah.
I didn't know Virgil knew how to DJ. Y'all seen the?
He been a DJ. He was a DJ before. He was a DJ before any of this.
I didn't know. That shit.
Yeah, and like that whole album cover is just like Pyrex. Like the first shit he started before Off-White, like that line, he would use all the Caravaggio and all the Italian paintings and put Pyrex on the back. So that shit looked just like, it reminded me of that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact. So yeah, man. And of course he got the wrestling stuff on there. Sean versus Flair.
That song's fire too.
Yeah, OD.
Yeah, the skits fit perfectly.
Yeah, the skits fit perfectly.
Yeah. Primo did that shit. That was the same beat that I don't know if y'all remember on that same live, on Elliot's live, when he was like, I got this beat that DJ Red just sent me. He said he wanted to hop on. That was that same joint.
Bro, it's just like a perfect rap album, period.
Yeah, bro. It's like if you don't like this album, you don't like hip hop. Period.
Yeah.
Like go home, like like wrap it up. Like, I don't know, go somewhere, bro. Because if you don't like it, it's like you're tripping, bro. Like, this shit was... Yeah. And it's not even on some, like, Buffalo, like... It's not even on some Buffalo shit, like, as a real, like...
No, bro, I mean, bro, when you think about where these dudes come from, bro, like... Yeah. When I was just going, like, I remember the night it came out and just seeing it, like, I think it was, like, number 7 or something on Apple Music albums. Yeah. Like, bro, like, they not supposed to be in that... You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they beat the odds.
They beat the odds and did, but like the world don't really know it how we know it because we live here. You know,
while still being themselves and staying true too, though.
Right.
Like they haven't adjusted or changed their sound at all.
At all. Yeah. Man.
I think they actually like ramped it up. Like they would like we gonna be more gritty and more street now that everybody is tuning in with us.
Yeah, and it forces like, and that's what we talked about on this podcast about like being authentic, and it's like. You like if you be yourself long enough, stick it out. Like they didn't get their break till they like mid-30s, like late 30s. Like they stuck it out. Like do the grind, like do the grimy work, bro. It's like you don't have to try to do the mass appeal. Like, you don't gotta change your sound to try to get that mass appeal. Keep doing what you do best, and like you'll get that recognition if you keep working hard. Put money behind what you do. Like it'll happen.
Bro, another crazy thing is I seen in the interview he said it only took him like 2-3 days to make this shit.
Bro, I'm not surprised. The boys record.
Like the man literally just said like he was in Paris and got inspired to record and just went to the studio.
Yeah,
bro.
Called him up, got the Red Bull studio.
Bro, that's crazy.
Bro,
how can you? Well, I don't.
Different, bro.
The features didn't come together in that amount of time, but like his verses and like the song names and all that.
Yeah,
bro.
everything he laid, he said he did in Paris.
2-3 days.
Crazy. That's crazy.
And it was, and he said it wasn't like he was in there all day. It was like 3-4 hour sessions.
Yeah,
because when you inspired, when you that inspired, when you're around that much art and stuff, like you gonna be inspired to that.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like it's really authentic to you. Like you don't have to try hard to be yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially because he's been doing it for so long.
Yeah, bro.
And those beats are so, like, you have his expertise with those type of beats. Right. He was probably just like, oh my God. And you already know he was under the substance too. So he was in his bag probably every day for those 2-3 days.
Yeah, facts.
What's some of y'all favorite tracks off this show?
I already mentioned Claiborne Kick with your guy Boldy. You introduced me to him. He went off on that.
That beat is hard too.
Yeah. No Vacancy, I love too. Right after the skit. That track is hard. The piano on that is definitely crazy. And then my third, I'll probably have to say Sean versus Flair. Like obviously 327 and French Toast, like those are great, but
those are great, but
no, they are. But it's like those are the lead tracks. That's grandfathered in. I feel like. So those other three are great.
Yeah, I'm fucking with 327, French Toast. Well, I want to say it's Euros. I don't know if it's Euros.
Eurostep hard.
Eurostep.
Yeah.
What's the shit? Versace. That shit number 9. That shit hard.
Versace?
Yeah, Versace. That's how you say it.
That shit hard. That's in my top 5 definitely.
Bro, like it's one of them joints. It's like it's just a moment, bro. Like I can listen to all them shits. Like my favorite track's gonna change.
My favorite track is the shit with Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite too.
I really like Claiborne Kick too, and then Eurostep. I rock with that one.
Yeah, I go no order. I go 327, 500 ounces, Allah Send Me, French Toast, Versace. I like Party with Pop Smoke too. And I love the fact that he named the title track. I mean, not the title track, but he named the track that Party with Pop Smoke.
Yeah. Allah Sent Me is hard. I rock with that track heavy too. Versace's tough too. I like that track too.
Yeah, because the party, like you said, everything that was happening in Paris, it was like a moment. I feel like he had to include Pop Smoke in that because that's really where, like, he became a household name. Was out there in Paris hanging with Virgil and all them boys. So he like made him a part of the project too. So I really rock with that.
Yeah, OD.
Buffalo niggas in Paris, bro.
It's a fact. And another thing I like about Wes, because I think he does a lot of his projects like this to where like he just goes in, gets inspired, records something, and then just plans a release and releases it. It's kind of like each one is like a time capsule or like a moment to where like whatever headspace he was in at that point, whatever he was like going through or whatever he was inspired by, it's like we get that right away. Like we don't have to, it's not like a lot of artists, they record and then those songs, they don't release them for like a year and a half, 2 years. It could be like they weren't even in that mind state anymore.
Yeah.
But like with him, like you're gonna get it right then and there. So I really rock with that too.
OD, I agree.
Yeah,
I completely
agree. Understand how important it is to have something visually pleasing as well. It's just the music. Because all his album covers is fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They all have a certain vibe. It's like art, you know what I mean? Like you look at it, you get more than just hearing it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
OD.
Yeah, man.
See, I all think this is the best one off rip already.
Yeah.
Personally, yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
I'll say most enjoyable.
I'm a minority.
You think it's gonna get a Grammy? No.
I mean, I don't know, but I don't think it's his best yet. I'm not gonna say that after a weekend. It's in my top 3 though. I think this is definitely, for just one of his projects, since I've been tuned into him, I think this is definitely his like biggest moment.
Oh yeah, everything that's behind it, for sure.
I thought he was gonna get a Grammy. As soon as I seen the CNN posted, like they wrote an article about.
For real?
Yes, bro. CNN wrote an article.
What'd they say?
It was talking about. It was like Tyler the Creator collabs with Westside Gunn. Like, bro, like I don't know too many rappers who's on CNN. You know what I'm saying?
I would love to just hear another just rap album from Tyler, like all BT made.
Yeah, but kind of stick with these type of producers.
Yeah, yeah, like in this flow, because he bodied that shit, bro.
And in sidebar to that, after our the other day or last week, the other day I was thinking, man, it would be lit to have a collab project with all the producers like in this field. I don't even have to name them, but all of them, and then have like artists like Action Bronson, Tyler Creator, Dom Kennedy, just, you know what I mean, like just a collective of all this type of rap
I would have, bro. That's what this album was missing, bro. Earl should have been on here, bro.
That would be wavy.
Earl would have fit perfect on any of these beats.
Easily.
Any of these beats.
Didn't he have the
bro, I think the
skit?
one way. No, go ahead.
Didn't he have a Ghostface skit on this album? He was in the Ghostface, like, you don't got no bruise on your knuckle. You never bent nothing.
Yeah. That was real.
Yeah.
Nah, I think he would have fit perfectly on Claiborne Cake. Him and Boldy, bro.
Man,
that would have been.
Because Boldy,
I would love that. That's my favorite track.
My
so you already
fucking
know
headphones would have exploded.
I'm glad we heard from Joey Badass.
Yeah.
Joey's due, man.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm looking forward to it like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he did a Corona freestyle too. Like that shit was hard. Like I'm like, okay, he still got them bars. I was like, he just need to drop this. He need to drop.
Yeah, he been doing a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, he been getting his bag. So I ain't
big bags. Yeah, he's big bags.
He take care of business every day.
Right credits and all that.
But yeah, man, shouts out to Griselda, man. Buffalo Kids.
Facts.
Westside. Shout out to Camouflage Monk.
That's a fact.
Esco.
That's a fact.
Yeah, 716. Wait.
And definitely for Westside being a big homie, man, being a real OG, putting the other Buffalo people on, artists, producers, giving other people a look who he thinks deserve it. So that's definitely gotta salute to him for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. What else came out? Y'all want to talk about? Did y'all listen to the DaBaby album?
No, I listened to some of it.
Yeah,
I'm playing that Currency Green tape. That shit's fire.
Currency dropped?
He dropped again?
It's like an EP. It's like
he always surprised drops.
5 songs. That shit is hard.
That's crazy.
Bro, he's been going crazy. Like the past, I say 2 years, bro. Everything he drops is always like a couple joints on there that just go crazy.
Yeah. He's so classic for just surprise dropping. Like we said before.
He independent. He can do what he want,
right.
Bro.
We said that before. He's in that space.
DaBaby's album though. I seen that joint getting a lot of flack on social media.
Same. I didn't understand why. Like I'm not even the biggest Baby fan at all.
It just wasn't good.
They're like, you know, the typical stuff. He's using the same flow.
Right.
He's not switching up his flow. All the tracks sound the same.
Did anybody tell you like, oh, he's trying to get into like his melodic way, but didn't hit? Which with certain tracks he was trying to sing more.
He's been doing that though.
I say like when I was listening to it, it sounded like he was trying to go pop.
Yeah, it definitely
sounds like he was trying.
Really?
To,
go pop?
Yeah, you didn't hear it yet?
I didn't listen.
Okay, yeah,
bro. But I think you saying that, but a lot of his older stuff has a lot of melodic and poppy stuff too. I feel like people are literally just saying that because he's a super big artist now. And I think, because you know how it is when people like an artist before everybody else know them, they champion them, and as soon as they get big, it's like,
cool,
they not the same. Yeah, I feel like that's what people are doing now. Because one of his biggest songs, 21, how she only 21 and she is savage. That's a super melodic song. And that was on like his first breakout tape, which is Blank Blank. And mad of those tracks on there are melodic. So people just talking out their ass to me.
I ain't listened to him all like that before. I'll give it 1,000. I listened to the single.
How did the album sound though? Was it cool?
I thought it sounds like DaBaby. It sounds like DaBaby.
I just listened to it last night. I listened to it again today because I waited. Obviously, I listened to Pray for Paris first. I listened to Division's album again. So yeah, I waited a minute to listen to this. I was seeing everybody dog it, so I was just going into it like, well, I'm not really gonna care for this because this last project I didn't really care for that one, but I like this one a lot better than the last one
for sure.
The one I got Bop and Vibes and all that on there.
Yeah, because the last one was Suge. It had his dad on the cover, right?
Yeah.
No, it's called Kurt.
Or Kurt.
Yeah,
not Suge. Jesus Christ.
That's the song.
That's the song. Yeah.
I thought he was saying Suge was on that album. I was about to be like, nah, that was on the one before.
Yeah, nah, I'm lying. My bad.
But yeah, because I didn't really care for that one. But this album cool, man. He got some joints on there.
Yeah,
check it out. I like the cover.
The track with Quavo.
The
really
cover art is fire.
Yeah, the cover art is dope.
Got the.
You said the track with Quavo?
Yeah.
Your twin?
Y'all hear that Cuddy? Y'all hear that Cuddy single?
Y'all don't even know why we laughing that hard.
Yo.
Yeah, my twin.
He was spitting more on it.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
20 twin.
He just can't.
That took me out, bro.
We
gonna talk later.
I think his album's gonna be dope though.
We'll see.
But yeah, so DaBaby. Yeah, I liked it, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna be like bumping it all the time, but because I'm not like the biggest DaBaby fan, but like when he drops something, I check it out.
Facts.
But it's a couple joints in here I like the joint with Roddy Ricch is fire.
Oh my god, I was just about to say, bro, any feature he does, it's like he's like Lil Durk with it. Like how Lil Durk, any feature he do, he just body. He's the same way, bro. Just bodies it.
And he has a feature with YoungBoy, which I was looking forward to that track because DaBaby said that YoungBoy is his favorite artist out. Yeah. Like he said after him, YoungBoy is whose music he listened to the most. So I was looking forward to that joint. It wasn't, I was expecting more of like a street track.
Yeah, I was hoping something harder.
But it was more like, mainstream fun. I mean, it was cool. It got YoungBoy out of his element, so I like that.
I honestly, when people were saying that, I saw people say that, I kind of like that he went in that direction to kind of shut people up in a way of like, yo, okay, I'm not just this rappy dude, like just always trying to just get, like, I can do this melody shit too and give you some fun tracks as well. Like, I like that at least he went out his own pocket in a way and just kind of did his thing with it. He did his own thing with it. It obviously, certain people might take it in a different way or be like, oh, it didn't hit the same. He's a rapper first. Like, at least he's trying, you know what I mean? He's trying to like put out melodic records, like at least give credit where credit is due. That's how I feel. So I feel you with that. Like when people just be talking out their asses, it's like, yo, can you even do half of what he's doing? Can you even just spit, 7 bars? You know what I mean? Like just in general, I don't know. People just be talking out their ass, like Don said.
Because it's just Twitter. It's cool to just hate on certain shit.
Yeah.
Like, when a narrative is formed on Twitter about a joke, if these niggas sounding the same, they're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
Anything you come out with, they're gonna say that. So.
For sure. That's okay though.
So you ain't listen to it now? Did you listen to it?
I listened to it. I wasn't looking at which tracks was which though. But it was just playing in the background.
So it sounded to me, he was like, all right, I gotta listen to this for the pod. So.
I was just about to say that.
Boy, if it wasn't for the pod, he would not have listened to that shit.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Absolutely.
I'm dead, bruh.
But nah, so yeah, like I said, I'm not like the super DaBaby fan, but I listen to his music. Yeah. I check it out. But I like the project. I liked it better than Kirk.
Yeah.
So I can say that. I'm looking forward to the rest of the videos that come out with it because we all know he's great with the visuals. Yeah.
The videos always fun.
I even like the little mini movie he had leading up to this album with B. Simone.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's a great marketing move because everybody knows that B. Simone loves DaBaby. So all they did was literally just post like a picture on the ground.
Oh man, that shit.
Yeah, and then that joint just blew up. And I think I don't even know how many views the video is at now, but it's at a lot. Yeah, man. So I think that was kind of, the marketing strategy, doing the video with B. Simone leading up to it to get a lot of publicity and then dropping this during the pandemic because, people gonna bump it.
Right. And the cover art being what it is, too. Mm-hmm. It blended beautifully. It blended right in.
So next.
Did y'all boy? Oh, we talking more music?
Oh, I'm about to go to Division.
Right, I was just about to say, we didn't mention my guy.
I want to go to Division.
Daniel 1985.
But yeah, Division, which I think.
Man, through and through. It's solid. Through and through, it's solid. Definitely out of all like the R&B albums, I wouldn't say it's like my favorite, but I rock with it. I rock with it a lot. They definitely, to me, they show growth. Like across the board.
The men of R&B. It's our year, man.
We called it.
What was your favorite tracks?
Surprisingly for me, my favorite tracks were the ones that didn't have any features. Which that says a lot, because this got a lot of features of a lot of people that I enjoy listening to. So
Facts.
I think Outlandish might be my favorite.
Yeah, that's in my top 3 too.
Outlandish, and I like the joint with Jessie Reyes.
Your girl.
And that joint was Snow, man.
Yeah. I feel like Between Us is just, it's a lead single, but it's so hard.
Yeah. I like the joint with Summer too.
Yeah.
And the joint with Future, I like it in the flow of the album because that joint released like last year sometime as like the first single.
No Crying, right?
Yeah, but in the flow of the album, I rock with it heavy.
Facts.
I ain't get a chance to listen to that joint yet.
Oh,
I just been playing, bruh. I listened to it once, but I couldn't really take it in because I was just playing that Westside after. I was just in that mode. But
yeah,
I'm gonna listen to it again. It sounded valid though when I played it.
It's definitely a vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta be in a
yeah, that's the thing. Like after listening to Westside, I wasn't really in that mood.
Yeah.
So
so you don't wanna. Yeah, I feel that. But all in all, they did their thing.
Yeah, that joint flow was definitely a vibe.
Yeah.
I don't think, personally to me, it wasn't any skips either. Like, you know how y'all told me that Knowledge joint you could just put on, play in the background, just do mad shit too? I feel like you could do that with this.
For sure.
So what you about to get into, Nelson?
I seen this shit on, I want to say it was Hip Hop DX, like on the IG page. It was talking about, Akon was talking about, he was kind of like co-signing 6ix9ine. He was on some like, yeah, I think I'd work with him. He's gonna be huge after this or some weird shit.
Who said this?
Akon.
Oh my god.
The nigga who made Locked Up.
Wow.
That's who said that.
Well, he's in a
line. The nigga is gonna be huge. So.
Yeah.
What?
Bruh, you know these kids don't care
I'm not
about
giving
that.
it. No, bro.
Bro, but you're not most of these kids don't care about none of that snitching shit. They as long as he's talking shit and being a troll, they're gonna buy into that shit.
Kids like seeing a train wreck. They gonna see him. They gonna see him get clapped on stage, and then they gonna be like, "Oh my god, why is he wearing like this?" I'm like, "Well,
damn, you think that's gonna happen?
I don't.
On stage?
I don't
like assassination style.
I don't wish things on people, but I wouldn't be sad. Like,
I just think he's gonna be one of those. If I had to predict what will happen, I think he's just gonna be like an internet funny rapper, like that's just makes parody. You know what I mean? Like,
but my thing is like, how y'all feel about like an established artist like someone like an Akon, like I don't say he means something to the culture, man. He's co-signing.
I mean, well, he's older, man. He's right. He's just talking about. I think he's probably just thinking of number wise. Yeah. Them kids gonna be on him.
Yeah. Akon is in a whole different.
But he's co-signing it. He's saying like, yeah, I would work with him. Yeah. Like,
he probably don't care nothing about the street shit. He probably is at a point where
Akon is doing things for communities. He's being what do they call it? An activist. Philanthropist. Yeah. He's different now up here, and he's matured, and so he sees life in a completely different spectrum as opposed to what, as far as I'm saying with judging somebody. But I see what you're saying though, so I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong, but I'm just saying he sees things in a completely different way. So, but I feel you though. I wouldn't be, even if I was Akon, I wouldn't be doing work with him. Not at all. Just for what he stands for and whatnot, and what he does, like how he just goes about things, how he moves. From what we see, I wouldn't. No,
what pisses me off about it is like it's so anti-culture, like our culture. Like snitching, there's been a no snitching thing for a very, very long time.
Yeah,
and then the rainbow haired kid comes along, does what he does, rats at everybody.
Don't matter no more.
And then now it's like okay, now he's within itself, him being in hip hop alone was like fucking up the culture. And then it's like somebody who's established comes and says, Oh yeah. I keep working with him even though he shit on the culture and fucked up a lot.
Because he probably sees that the way it's going, it's that shit is not gonna matter to a lot of people.
This is my thing. Who gives a fuck about what these little white kids be loved to fucking listen to all day, every day? Like, they're not a part of it. Like, I don't care. Like, my issue and what
they're part of the money. Though.
What do you mean they're not a part of it though? What do you mean?
They're
the whole crowd.
They shift the culture.
They buy them tickets.
Do they shift the culture?
No.
But what do you define as shift the culture?
Yeah. What are you trying to
do? They dictate on what we do and how we maneuver in the market? Should they have that power?
I need you to be more specific though.
Yeah,
like when you're saying we, who are you? Are you referring to the artists?
The culture of hip hop, the growth of hip hop, is it dictated by white kids who buy the tickets or who buy the mass amount of tickets on it? Should it be dictated by them?
Nah, see, you just asked two different questions. Should it?
Is it though?
Hell yeah, it is. Bro, do you see all these people care about is Billboard records and sales? Right. Who's buying it? I'm not buying them. I'm not going to the store and buying nothing. I'm not going to iTunes and buying nothing. I'm paying my $5 Apple Music subscription and that's it. So all the money you gain from me is from streams. But all these other kids, they the ones that's buying the physical copies, going on iTunes, streaming that joint all day on YouTube, even when they not home. So the artists that care about the sales Billboard, that's going to predict their movement. So yes, they are moving the culture by what they're doing.
They not moving shit. This is my beef. We just fucking spent 30, 40 minutes talking about how much Westside was doing for the culture, how we went from the groundwork, he put in the work, did not stay authentic.
Bro, they're cut from a different
Hold on. He didn't change up his shit. He didn't go mainstream. He didn't do what the mass amount of the white kids want him to do, the people who buy the billboards and put up the numbers and shit like that. He didn't compromise, and he made some of the best fucking art we've seen in hip hop in a long fucking time.
What's your point?
But you can't compare him to 6ix9ine.
I'm comparing him to like somebody like...
We're not talking about 6ix9ine because I'm not speaking on him.
I'm talking about like somebody like co-signing that type of behavior, I look at it like an anti-culture behavior.
Yeah, he does.
Okay,
but I'm talking about the cosign. I'm not talking about. We ain't even gonna jump into the music itself. I'm talking about the cosign of somebody from within the culture. That's cool to do.
But hold on, because you definitely went in two different.
Exactly.
We went two different things.
Exactly.
Because we were talking about.
I was gonna let him finish.
But we were talking about the white community as a whole, trying to, like you said, shape the culture, and then you go into something completely different. So let's pick one topic and stay on that and ride with it, and then we'll talk about that, and then after that we'll go to the next one.
They shouldn't be shifting culture. If y'all saying they do, I don't think they do. It can be perceived that way.
Your reason for it though is kind of.
It can be perceived that way.
It's kind of biased, bro.
How so? Because I'm black and I'm watching.
I'm black and I'm proud.
I mean, it's pretty proud. It is pretty proud. It's a very proud statement for sure. A proud statement doesn't make a right thing to say, though.
This is my thing, though.
Go for it.
If artists, like I just said, if artists are so hell-bent and sold on selling records, getting number ones on Billboard, and these are the people that play more into actually contributing to that rather than us, how aren't they shaking or moving the culture?
Yeah.
Like, it's right there, black and white. Everybody knows who are the ones that are buying the records and going to these shows and all that. The majority. And if this is what a lot of artists care about now, and this is how they're moving based off of that, how aren't they shaking the culture? How aren't they moving the culture? Whether it's in the right direction or not, that's not the point we're arguing. You're arguing if they're moving it at all.
They're not moving it because they're going to buy whatever the fuck they put out and whatever they say is cool.
Right. So...
And then that's my point. The artists are going to cater towards that.
Yeah. And that's what
they're not going to be supported. That's the whole thing about when people want to go independent, because they don't have the creative control in order to do what they want to do, to remain authentic and push their real creative identity, their culture. Okay, it gets shifted when they signed a major deal. Well, you guys, you should talk about lean drugs and popping pills because that's what's cool right now, and the kids love that. And they it gets to a point where it's like the culture is getting shifted and directed by people who are not from it. That's my beef.
So now you're saying they are shifting it.
Not them. It's the people with the major labels who have funding the money. And like I said, they're going to consume whatever the fuck they get put in front of them. But if they keep getting pumped, they get pumped with money. Oh, I'll give you more money if you rap like this. You'll get more Billboard views if you rap like this.
And they're gonna do that, right?
Because they want the money.
So that's what Akon's talking about. Akon's looking at it.
And that's what Akon's talking about, bro.
Fucked up.
Right.
I'm saying
looking at it from a money perspective.
And I'm saying it shouldn't be like that. And I'm saying if you're from the culture, you shouldn't be doing that. That's fucked up.
Right. But his angle, or however, I don't know the man's views.
Right.
What he's saying is, money wise, yeah, he would get the bag if he fucked with 6ix9ine.
And that's corny as fuck.
OD.
Yeah, we're not saying
that it's cool or this is what should be happening, but
we're not saying you're wrong.
It is what's happening.
Said that from the beginning. We're not saying you're wrong.
But if we don't say nothing and we don't speak up on it and then it's just gonna be like, okay, let's watch this go to shit.
Okay, but the thing is, we weren't saying that we weren't gonna speak up on it. We were arguing a point.
I felt like y'all was trying to argue, like saying, "Oh, like it's
no,
like that."
I'm telling you what it is. I said it's black and white, bro. If they care about sales, these are the people that are buying the records.
I said that. I said that earlier. I said that to you earlier. I said before I even said anything. I said nobody disagrees with you. I don't disagree with you, but certain things, like we said, there's things that stated on each side where it's true or people see it in a different way. Like I was saying with Akon, this is a perfect point right here. People see things in different ways. You thought that we were trying to come at you in an argumentative way or trying to be against you. Like, nah, we agreed with you, but we were trying to give you a different perspective on how we saw what was being occurred. That's the same thing what I was trying to explain with Akon. Akon sees life in a whole different spectrum, bro. You understand that? You know, no, I'm saying like
no, I know.
I'm not like laughing or anything. This is something I think that needs to be taken seriously because this has been a problem, like in the world in general. People understand what's stated, like verbally. They understand what's being said, but they don't really understand or really try to see where somebody's trying to come from and what they're trying to state or how they're trying to move. They don't really understand it all the time because they're not in their lives. They don't understand what's going on. So we have to take that time as being what we only see what we see. We see what Akon is being. We see what type of guy he's doing. He hasn't been doing any crap that 6ix9ine's been doing. Right? Am I right in saying that or no? Has everything? Hold on.
He hasn't.
Ain't smart. Thank you. So what makes you think?
As far as we know.
Okay, right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. From what we've seen, I said that from the beginning. From what we've seen. So in saying that, how can we just automatically just bash on Akon? Like. What? Like, let him rock. Like, let him rock, bro. Cause okay, all right.
I say no because it's like, yo, if you from he's from Senegal, right? Is he from? He's from Africa. Like, we accepted him into the culture, hip hop culture. It's American thing. Take it international. That's dope. My thing is like when you come in and co-sign something like. Somebody like 6ix9ine and I'll get to the root of like even why I like really touched on it because I don't think Akon co-signed him just because he genuinely thinks that genuinely would make a record with him. I think he did that because he has a relationship with Lucien Grange and it was like, yo, we need to make sure he pops off. So
he was gonna be the one to like make it cool.
Bro,
they need somebody from the culture. They need somebody from the culture, a big name from the culture to be like, yo, co-sign him a little bit.
Bro, you know there's gonna be people in the culture that are gonna support him. There's gonna be rappers that are gonna fuck.
I'm talking about.
So it's not just gonna be Akon.
We hold Akon up here. I'm like,
who does though? Like when you saying the thing about Akon co-signing 6ix9ine, I seen somebody sent that to my group chat. Right. I was like, oh word. I didn't care.
Like when was the last time Akon's been? You know what I mean? Like,
what I'm gonna care if J. Cole co-sign him and say I'm gonna work with him. If Drake said,
that'd be completely different.
I don't think it's that different.
Bryson Tiller. I don't care if Akon says, bro, Akon isn't relevant in the frame of music right now, bro.
Yeah, in the frame of music. Now we're not talking life-wise. Life-wise, if anybody did that, yeah, it's corny.
Is culture bigger than music?
Yeah.
Isn't the culture bigger than music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that includes what he's doing in Africa, bringing electricity, trying to build an entire city.
That's part of the hip hop culture?
Culture, period.
I thought we were talking about hip hop culture.
Culture, period. Hip hop is music, it's art, it's knowledge, it's all of those things put together. I have an issue with that. and I'm gonna say nah.
You're gonna see that a lot because people gonna be supporting that nigga. I'm telling you, we're gonna see a lot of artists.
And I'm gonna come on. Y'all niggas is crud. Like that shit is whack.
Yeah,
I'm gonna speak on it.
I mean, I can say that, but I'm not about to sit here and spend a half an hour talking about it because me sitting here saying a half an hour about it ain't gonna change it.
Right.
I could let people know my stance, like, yo, I don't rock with it. I think that's some goofy shit, and I'm gonna leave it at that. You know where I stand.
And because whether we like it or not, that nigga's, you know what I mean? He's gonna be making music. He's gonna do what he wants to do. Like, and I don't care, bro. Like, I know for me, like, I really don't pay attention to him, but I know there's a lot of kids that do. So he's gonna be around as long as those kids continue to pay attention to him.
Yeah. I just think people just have to just be like, you gotta put your pride aside. I'm big on that. I feel you, Nelson. I do feel you.
That.
But
I feel artists out here that's not eating it.
Sometimes you put your pride aside.
All right, so what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Did anybody see the attempted BabyFace and Teddy Riley IG battle yesterday? Bro.
Attempted.
Fucking Teddy Riley, bro. The man's wanted to have this extravagant setup. He had like a mic in each corner of the room, a mic in front of him, like mixers, keyboards, stereos. The man's BabyFace is in his studio. Playing his joint. Everything for him is working perfectly fine, bro. Mind you, I got to because I think Saturday at 9, I believe, right? 9 p.m. I probably got in the live at like 9:20. No music was being played.
How old is Teddy Riley?
I don't know.
Is he older than BabyFace?
He might be.
I think he's... Nah, I'm not going to go there. But he's old enough shit to have been able to prepare for that and be able to know how to work his equipment, bro. But anyways, so I got in there at like 9:20. No music is being played. I don't see BabyFace. All I see is Teddy Riley and like his crew trying to figure something out. I'm like, oh, maybe it didn't start yet. But I see in the comments, everybody's like, yo, Teddy Riley, turn off your microphone. Yo, Teddy, what you doing? Oh, BabyFace left. They can be like, y'all might as well just start over from scratch, song 1. So I'm like, oh, I missed like 2-3 rounds. So they get it together. And mind you, it's mad celebrities in the comments too, bro. Like Big Sean, Swizz Beatz, just mad people in the comments going like, yo, Teddy, let the shit go, bro. Because I think, bro, because like he literally could have just made it so simple like BabyFace and we can hear him perfectly fine. Because even with his extravagant setup, BabyFace's audio was way better.
Oh my God.
So they finally start playing records, but there's like feedback because of the mic that Teddy is holding. So he's standing. Sheesh. I didn't understand this. He's standing there with the mic, but he's not like performing the records that he's playing. So I didn't understand the purpose for that mic being right there, which was causing all the trouble that everybody was saying. But yeah, so then they played like 2-3 records back and forth. And then they was having problems again, and eventually they just left. Jeez. And bro, all you could see was just BabyFace like at the bottom of the screen, like, bro, y'all really got me doing this shit. Like, he probably didn't even really want to do it, and now
right.
But Nelson, you said they were gonna try again on Monday.
They trying to get Monday at 9, dog. Rematch.
Wow.
I'm mad because I missed it. I woke up late and I'm like, fuck, like. I was on the phone with my mom. I was like, I'm gonna have to hang up. I'm trying to go see this Teddy Riley joint. And it turned out that joint was over. I seen Swiss and Timberland trying to clean it up. Like that shit was. I wish it was like as big as it was getting hyped up to be. But I give it like Monday. They give it another shot. So shit.
I mean,
Monday's gonna be a big day, man.
Yeah,
day of music.
Yeah,
big day.
Might have we know we're getting Cardi, but we might get Uzi.
Oh yeah. Oh, we can talk about that after. But yeah, like I appreciate the effort he was putting into as far as, you know, he wanted to give us a big show, but it wasn't necessary, bro. Like you kind of everybody know he's a legend, he's an icon, no disrespect, all right, but he ruined the moment.
Damn.
Like I was really looking, like I was sitting there on my phone on an IG live. I never go on IG live. Watching somebody's IG live for 40 minutes to hear them play 3.5 songs, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, hopefully they try it again, man.
Monday at 9.
I'm about to look up how, because if he's an older man, I'll give him some slack.
He old as hell.
Yo, this is the thing though, bro. He had a whole production team with him, bro.
He fired everybody
everybody that was with him.
Nigga had dancers.
I was gonna say he went over the
like,
top.
I think the problem was nobody in that room was man enough to tell him what the real problem was. Like they were all just trying to work around the real problem and just get it to work the way that he wanted it to work. But the way he wanted it to work wasn't gonna happen. Like, you just gotta give it up, bro.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
Teddy, you got Monday. You got Monday, Teddy.
I will say this: from the 4 songs I heard, BabyFace was up 3-1.
That's right.
No, my fault. 4 songs. 2-0.
Like we said, BabyFace, he's got a hell of a repertoire.
Another battle we touched on. It didn't happen yet when we talked about it. I think it was happening that night. Primo and RZA.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even get the chance to catch that.
I didn't either. I seen the I watched the after the fact, some of it.
Yeah, Primo got swept up pretty.
You think Primo got swept up? Oh, you picked Primo to win, didn't you?
Yes.
I picked Primo to win, but it was just like
RZA, you picked
all three of us. It was
y'all three picked RZA. I picked Primo.
RZA too, Dion?
I thought Primo got swept up pretty bad.
Well, I heard it was more so like the placement of his songs.
Yeah, it played a big part, but it was like I noticed like a lot of his beats had the same drum pattern, and it was just like I'm like, damn, like I really wanted Primo to like go crazy, and it's like what made me realize like, oh, he produced like 2 of my favorite tracks of all time, which is like New York State of Mind and like Nas is like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, I still fuck with Primo.
No, so you know what it is? You jinxed him. You said he was gonna wash Rez, and we told you. We said I don't know about that.
Yeah, you said wash too.
You was gonna wash.
I did.
Dirt on
Look how the tables turn. I fuck with Primo. I fuck with Primo.
Disrespectful, bro.
I fuck with Primo heavy. I was still ride for Primo.
You just negated who RZA was.
Right.
I was still ride for Primo.
You should be ashamed.
I will pull up. I know
being in the culture, bro. You talking about culture?
Preach.
I will pull up in the ride with Primo, like knowing we about to lose. I'm like, yo, let's do it, bro. Like, I'm with you, my G. I'm with you. Yeah, that was definitely.
But dang, that's for you to say that though. That's, I mean, RZA, they're both great though. But like we said, you know, Primo, he has his own.
Right, and RZA just oversaw more music, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's just
all
he has
the
his own
Wu-Tang
thing.
niggas, like, I'm pretty sure on all their albums he had something to do with something on all of them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or most of them.
It was interesting, like the stories that they was telling were interesting too. Like Primo was was there before RZA like made his first beat, like before they made Wu-Tang Clan. So it's like I'm like, yo, like he really like one of them originators. So it was like I had to go with my dog.
I respect it, but it was getting a lot of mixed reviews though on who won. Like some people were saying Primo, some people were saying RZA. But like prior to the battle, the consensus was everybody was picking Primo to wipe the floor with RZA.
Oh wow!
Like because they were doing like these little polls everywhere on like the blog sites, and majority of the polls had like 75-20 split, 65-35, 80-20 Primo.
Dang.
So even the fact that it's debatable, that's pretty much a win for RZA.
For sure.
Even honestly, like they both win at the end of the day. Like if you can step into the arena of either one of them, it's like you're like legend. Like so really.
And didn't Primo have a beat on the Westside shit?
Yeah, that was the one I was saying on his live. Well, not on his live, but on Elliot's live. Primo had just sent him that beat.
Sean versus Flair.
Yeah. Yep. That's right before Pop Party with Pop Smoke.
Yes, sir. Man. I wanna congratulate Tory Lanez. He's now a fully independent artist off of Interscope.
Yeah, he was talking.
He said he was gonna be dropping every week. That's what he said. I mean,
obviously, he could.
Yeah,
he has the freedom to do so.
Yeah,
definitely could.
He could get back to his, Fargo Fridays. I would love that. That'd be dope. When he was doing that, that was tough. I think that was like 2016, 2017. I think.
I didn't even realize all the projects he released on Interscope. Yeah, he released the new Torontos. I think the last like 3 Chicks tapes. Yeah. The International Fargo.
Obviously his albums.
He got it. I mean, he didn't get out of the deal quick, but he got out of it quicker than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Who get in those, I don't know what type of deal he had, but who gets in those major label deals that want to get out. But he said like the last 3-4 years, he was doing everything. Him and his team were doing everything. Yes. Like he wasn't really getting any backing from the label.
He said that on his live, right?
Yeah, and he said it an interview on Genius with Rob Markman.
Mm-hmm. I gotta watch that full interview. I saw clips.
That's a dope interview.
Oh, there goes your Tory interview.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I took time and like I was talking to my brother is a big Tory fan. I was just asking him some questions about. And it's like I'm rocking with Tory.
Yeah.
I just gotta. It's like when people are that animated, I'm always like.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I always look side eye like.
Because that's just not my personal energy.
Yeah.
So I'm like okay. Bro.
But that's what makes
on a regular basis at least.
Yeah. I feel like that's why his records are the way how they are though. You know what I mean? Because he is so just nonstop. Like you feel that in his every record that he puts out, whether if it's the most fun or most sad. Like you feel his energy. I like that. Like I like that he's not afraid to let everybody know who the hell he is. And
that new Toronto 3 has been getting a lot of play for me. Mm-hmm. Like a lot. Like literally, if I'm just doing something, I just put on that. At work, just put on new Toronto 3. Like, I've been bumping that a lot.
OD. He's been getting OD love, like, from across the map.
Yeah, I think we talked about him on the pod, like, the past 5 weeks. Straight.
So he's putting himself in that next tier. He's with Quarantine Radio, too. With all that buzz for him.
Bro, and even the artists that he has under one umbrella, he got Melly on there. He said recently he has Cash Page on there. I had no idea.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if he's like, I don't know if she's signed to the label, but something dealing with the label, whether it's management or production, something like she has to deal with them. Mansa, Mariah the Scientist, like he got some.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about her.
He got some people who can make a lot of noise on his label. So just on some CEO, like A&R Discovering Talent too.
Do you know if
he's been having a big couple years?
Do you know if his sister's on there too?
Who is his sister?
His sister, I guess, makes music.
I don't know.
Yeah, I heard he had a sister.
I'd have to look.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to give Tory that shout out because we know label. He's now independent. He's one of our favorite artists on the pod.
Yeah, that's dope.
At least the majority. Okay. But nah, y'all got anything else to say, man?
Man, love is love, y'all. Be safe.
Rev Run.
Yeah.
Love is love. Rev Run.
Self-love coming soon.
Self-love.
Serenity. Self-love is coming soon.
Wait, I gotta shout out Bryson, man. He put out that single.
That track? Yeah, I listened to it.
Woo-wee. I can't wait for Serenity. I can't wait. Y'all know.
That shit gonna be fire.
It's gonna be fire.
Is it coming out?
Yeah, I mean, bro, he just put out this track. He's rolling it out.
We'll see. I ain't getting my hopes up. But nah, man, No Label the Pod, episode 21. Shouts out to them Buffalo kids. Shouts out to Westside.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
Album of the year so far?
Yes, sir.
Undisputably?
Undisputed.
So far.
Back to the
I love
room.
it.
No Label the Pod, episode 21. We out.
Peace.
She watching me like a nigga is cable. I'll be on no label, but my clothes be all labels. Don't call my phone.